ransack Lords of Dust, I was like, well, still need the tokens, so I got to get back in and figure out where I'm going to get them at. So I'm going to do it here. The first couple of runs I did were pretty quick, so I wanted to show you what I was going through. And before I enter, I wanted to make sure we're all set up here. Alice is my second character, so I am dual boxing here to get 2 tokens per run. And I've got the window open. I'll show that at the end too. The window, grab the window and then go. So here we go. We're going to go enter. And then I'm entering with my second character also, so she'll pop in. So here I go. Moving. Just going to buff on the way. I want to keep this as quick as possible. I mean, it might not be exactly 3 minutes, or it might be a little bit faster than 3 minutes, but either way, it's going to be pretty quick. Here, and then you have to have your ranged item in order to hit these levers. It's just kind of a mandatory. I don't know, maybe there's a way around it. I never really stopped to think too much about it because really who doesn't carry a ranged item by level 30? And then I'm just blasting along the way. Those 2 guys are going to stop at the gate, so I can't go through that way. There's going to be some mobs over here. 3 or 4 of them. The sorcerer is the only one that concerns me slightly because they can cast a negative level. Go over the wall. Jump down. That's the lever up there, so I have to climb this ladder. I cannot range this lever. Come on. Got the displacement on, so boom. Usually don't have a problem pulling that lever with displacement on. Especially at level 30 on a level, what is this, 23 quest? So we're doing pretty good. Moving forward, I don't think anybody was here. There is a sorcerer behind me, but he can catch up if he really wants to. Speed here is important. Time is of the essence. I think I'm at like 11 tokens right now. Of course you need 20. And as a refresher, anybody who doesn't know about tokens, you need tokens so you can trade them in as an epic vendor in the Tower of the 12 to get a True Heart of Blood or True Heart of Wood in order to do the reincarnation of your character. And it's standard to use your level 30 to farm the tokens for your guys who just hit 20 that you want to TR. So Sirius here is level 30, so I'm just using her as a bulldozer to get this all done. This is the second lever that you must hit. And if you're farming this with a character that's a little bit squishy, make sure you're always hitting the lever above the crystal. If you hit the other one, spikes will come up and take some pain. Alright, so here I'm going to clear these last few guys. Come on. Be done. There we go. And then I'm going to buff, because I want to burn down the manager pretty quick. I'm going to use the dream. Hopefully I get some kind of offensive business there. Popping out, I'm going to go for the Wellspring. I'm going to do the Draconic Fury. So I got about 4 buffs there, and now I'm going to give him the Fire debuff, Vulnerability. Thanks for the neg levels, that was pretty fun. You're affecting my DPS at this point. Should have threw a fireball right in her face. Normally I throw the death block on, but I was just too lazy to do it. I have to switch necklaces, so it reduces my spell points when I do it. Not by a lot, a couple hundred, but it's just annoying to come into a quest and then see it all go down like that. Alright, come on. Get it, learn them. Alright. So that's completion right there. And I'm going to bop these 2. These 2 always pop up. Let's take a look at the completion time. We're at 2 minutes, 57 seconds. So, I am going to run my other character up now. So you and I can talk for just a second while I bring my character up. She's a rogue, she's got auto spot, and I had originally done the FTP second account so that I could have a trapper because I got tired of needing trappers or using trapper hirelings. So the second account was somebody that I would just use to handle the traps and stuff, like in the Sharn Syndicate chain, that level 4 chain in the marketplace when you need the trapper. I was like, well, I need somebody that I can just run in to get these traps done so I can level up and level through and be done. But she turned out to be pretty handy to have for token pulling or item farming or even just assistance in some cases if I needed somebody, because she's ranged. She does not have Artificer or any of the extra stuff. She's true free to play. So I took Halfling for this character. That was cool. She's almost here. So this should put me at 13 tokens. And I will get the rest that I need from Bargain of Blood. I was just so familiar with Lords of Dust that even though it was taking me 6 minutes per run, I was just sticking with it. But I think I'm going to start using Bargain of Blood as my go-to, because as you can see from the 257, it is half the time. Okay, she's here. So I'll have her open the chest. And I'm also getting seals and stuff, so I'm transferring them over. And I'm also transferring over the weapons and armor so that I can Kenneth those later. And then she'll open that one. So as you can see on my screen here, when I open it up, I've got 2 tokens for 3 minutes worth of work. Yeah, the dual boxing can be kind of tedious, but I've got the 2 tokens, so it's not too bad. And then let's look in here and see what we've got. 1, 2, 2. The heroic deeds, I have to take that, but I actually need them on my other character, which is a bummer. And then I'll switch over this item too, just so I can use that for Kenneth. There's a slight lag today, isn't there? Okay, so she's looting. And then the final wrap it up for this one is to show you the window grab. They do this for Shadow Crypt a lot too. And I really hope they don't go fix this, because it would really make it more difficult to do the BOB. You can't dual box it if they fix this. You'd have to go all the way back to House Beneath and re-get it. So my character, I left Alice in there. I'm going to walk up, I'm going to grab the window, and it just shows it active. And now, Alice is going to hit finish. She's going to recall. And as soon as I see her pop out, then I'm going to go in. That's the window grab. It's great as long as you want to keep running on the same difficulty, because as you can see, it's locked as Elite. So now that she's out, see she's over there? I can go in, enter, boom. And now I have recreated the quest instance without having to go back and get the quest, which is really cool. It's very handy. And since I'm back in here, I'll go ahead and complete this again, I think. So I'll go one more. If you guys want to watch, that's fine. If you got all the info you needed, that's cool too. Please like and subscribe, and shoot me a comment. Let me know what your favorite farming locations are, and if there's anything that's faster than this 3-minute BOB, that would be pretty nice to know. It'd be handy. Alright, going back. I'll burn this guy. Throw out the dagger. Do the range. I'm really not concerned with anybody hitting me or whatever as I pass by. As long as you've got some reasonable amount of HP, take a couple of hits, it's fine. There's only 2 things I'm concerned with whenever I'm zerging through something like this. One is the dungeon alert. I don't want to go to anything that's going to slow my character down. I don't want to get harried. So that's why I am killing along the way. And the other one is characters that will incapacitate you in some way. I'm not interested in getting negative leveled or any of that other business, which means maybe I will throw the death block on just before I walk into that area. I'll just throw it on right now. So here we go. I've got my legendary rose quartz for my mass death ward, and there we go. So I got that on. I still got a minute and a half on the displacement. Burn that guy. I don't even know who that is. Whatever. Do this. Give some prismatic. Prismatic is extremely effective. Bless you. Prismatic is extremely effective. But the most fun part about Prismatic is that it just hits them with all kinds of fun stuff. You know, when you throw it out, you're like, wow, that guy got banished, and that guy got, I don't know, Prismatic killered, or whatever it throws. It's fun that just hits them with all kinds of craziness, debilitating stuff. It adds a little bit of flavor to a Zerg that would otherwise be flavorless. Alright, Alice is at the start. She's piking. As you can see, I'm getting harried because I haven't been killing enough along the way. So I'll take these 4 guys out. That should be enough. Switch to my knife. Boom. It's the one above this crystal. And hit. And boom. And clear. And then I'll buff. Dreamscape, my favorite one is probably the speed boost, but sometimes they give me damage. That's going to be a good one. Okay, so then I'll hit a couple of these buffs. Target the manager. There he is. Give him the vulnerability. Hit him with more vulnerability, and then just DPS him down. You do need a guy. You're going to need a level 30 that can do this. Solo this, but also solo it quickly. Because you don't want to waste your time. So that's why you should always have a level 30 in your bank, in your stable. And you can just whip up and use them for what you need them to do. And there's some more vulnerability, so it can burn. Throw some fire at him, throw some meteors, throw some fireballs, and more meteors. I'm really only using 3 spells here. Meteor Swarm, Fireball, and Delayed Blast Fireball in its active state. Alright, so that's clear, isn't it? Yeah, that's clear. What was the time on this one? 3 minutes 14 seconds, so it was a little longer. It's a little longer. It looks like we got a what was that? 17-second flex time on there. So the 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Let's let that be my standing record. We'll go on that one. 20 tokens is my aim here. I'd like to reincarnate one of my characters today, so I can get them into the little baby guild that I just created, which is mainly just to hold items. But in order to get the ship, you've got to get your guild level to 10. So I want to get a couple more characters into my guild so I can start really farming up the guild favor. And my rogue is running up right now. She's just passing the shrine. I did leave a lot of guys behind. I don't know. Maybe they just snuck out of the woodwork as I passed by, because I don't remember leaving this many guys. I'm also not completely sure if there are respawns on this. I think there may be. So if you're dual boxing, don't leave your other character behind too long, because I think that there are respawns that could affect what you have to encounter. Obviously, the character that I'm bringing up to dual box with is significantly weaker than the one that I just soloed with. So I probably could not solo this with her. And if I did, it would probably take a much longer amount of time. So there she goes. She pulled the token. She's going to change it over to my main character. And the goggles that she pulled, I'll change those over too. And then she can just open her other chest. And I will see what's in here, which 2 tokens for me. So 1, boom. 2, boom. And then I'll take the rest of all that good stuff and see what else is over here. Grab some of this stuff. There's some warriors. Oh, all the inventory slots full. Darn it. Why does that always happen? It's because we're always carrying a bunch of stuff. All kinds of things that we got to switch out or what have you. So there we go. Okay, so grab that. And then she will switch the warrior's boots over so I can Caneth craft those. I may take a break at this point, actually, so that I can go Caneth craft, clear the inventory, and really keep this as an effective pull. But you guys have seen it all now at this point. So you saw 2 runs, you saw the window grab, you saw the 2 minutes and 57 seconds, which is, it's twice as fast as the Lords of Dust. So probably only take me another 15-20 minutes in order to get the tokens I need, and then we can move on. But this is why you don't see the epic players out there begging for tokens or begging for token help, because they're honestly just doing it themselves. It's faster to just zerg it on your own than to have to babysit somebody or deal with their bio or whether or not they're getting out of the quest or grabbing the window or all that stuff. You just do it yourself and not have to worry about any of the variables. Alright, this is serious, just showing you the Bargain of Blood token farm. Again, please like and subscribe, and hope